happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Most worshipful Grandmaster, Grand Marshal, do you have the Grand? Oh, here comes the rest of the Grandmaster's family. The Grandmaster's
Family should be coming in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there comes a bunch of them.
No, that's John's grandfather's.
Ready? Okay. Yeah, well, hang on. I'm going to introduce everybody first. Okay, so stay right there. Stay right there. All right, Jerry, we're going to roll. Good morning. I want to welcome the ladies and brethren to the installation of the 2026-2027 Grand Lodge officers. We thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to be here and to witness this historic event. I'd like to introduce to you the installation team today. Our installing Grand Marshal, Most Worshipful Brother Roger Van Gordon. Our installing Grand Chaplain, Most Worshipful Brother Kenneth Roy Jr. Delivering the prologue today will be Most Worshipful Brother Daniel Martin. Our readings will be done by Most Worshipful Brother Greg Walbridge. Most Worshipful Brother William Reiners. Most Worshipful Brother Gail Kemp. And Most Worshipful Brother Roger Van Gordon. Brother Grand Marshal, you'll retire and bring in to be installed the officers for the ensuing year. Ladies, brethren, and guests, we will begin with the prologue presented by Most Worshipful Brother Daniel Martin.
Speculative Freemasonry is a course of moral instruction, veiled in allegory and illustrated by symbols. It makes use of the tools of the operative workman to teach its sublime lessons designed to erect a moral edifice whereby rough ashlars may become perfect ashlars, and each body a living stone for that spiritual building, that house not made with stones, or house made with hands, eternal in the heavens. In a day when a multitude of organizations seek to impress their objectives upon society, Freemasonry occupies a unique position. Its teachings are deeply religious in nature, yet is in no sense a religion nor substitute therefore, and it adopts no sectarian creed. Its charities and benevolences are well known as they are widespread, yet charity and benevolence are the fruits of its teachings, rather than the reason for its existence. It stands for citizenship of the highest order, for enlightenment and orderly liberty, civil, religious, and intellectual, yet it is not a political movement and engages in no partisan activity. It seeks to improve the community, yet it is not a civic nor a service club, and it avoids active participation in any type of campaign or movement. It wages war only against the powers of darkness, ignorance, supposition, and tyranny. Its grand aim is to teach, encourage, and inspire those who join its ranks to take their places in society as responsible citizens, each with genuine concern for his fellow men, to the end that God may be glorified and his children may live together on this earth as brothers. Thus, through the improvement and strengthening of the character of the individual man, Freemasonry seeks to improve the community. Thus, it impresses upon its members the principles of personal righteousness and personal responsibility. It enlightens them as to those things which make for human welfare and inspires them with that feeling of charity or goodwill toward all mankind, which will move them to translate principle and conviction into action. Since that far-off period of the Middle Ages when our operative ancestor directed those noble structures and soaring cathedrals of Europe and the British Isles, our ancient craft has congregated in lodges, each governed by a master, and 2 wardens, and each lodge responsible to the Grand Lodge, governed by the Grandmaster of Masons and his 2 Grand Wardens. By the suffrage of his brethren, the Grandmaster has been called to leadership in his jurisdiction. It now becomes our pleasing duty to conduct the ceremony by which he will be invested, saluted, and proclaimed Grand Master of Masons in the state of Indiana, and by which those officers who assist him may assume the duties of their high office.
You're the Grand Marshal. No, we got it.
Most Worshipful Grandmaster, I here present before you these brethren who have been having been duly selected to preside over and conduct the business of this Grand Lodge for the ensuing year, now declare themselves ready for installation.
Worshipful brethren, before proceeding to invest you with the honors and responsibilities of the office to which you have been respectively selected, it becomes my duty to administer to you the obligation of your office. You will therefore say aye, pronounce your name, and repeat after me. Do solemnly promise and swear that I will support and maintain the Constitution, laws, and edicts, along with the general regulations of the Grand Lodge of the state of Indiana, and that I will, to the utmost of my knowledge and ability, discharge the duties of the office with which I am now about to be invested. So help me God. Brother Grand Chaplain.
Please join me in prayer. Our Lord, O Lord, How excellent is thy name in all thy earth, who has made man a little lower than the angels, and has crowned him with glory and honor. In thee, O Lord, did we put our trust in days gone by, thou art still our rock and our refuge. Hear us as we acknowledge our human frailties and seek thy divine guidance. Help us to remember that when the strength and wisdom of man fail, there is an inexhaustible supply above, yielded to us through the power of prayer. Grant, O thy great architect of the universe, that this thy servant, who is now about to be invested with the government of our ancient craft in this jurisdiction, may be a man after thine own heart, zealous in thy cause, and devoted to thy service. Endue him with firmness of mind and steadfastness of purpose. Given to him and all of us, beseech thee wisdom from on high to direct our steps, strength commensurate with our task to support us in the beauty of holiness, to render all our performances acceptable in thy sight. Be thou our guide, O merciful Father, this day and always, that in all our works, begun, continued, and ended in thee, we may glorify thy holy name, and that the institution in whose service we are engaged may be worthy of thy divine favor. Establish thou the work of our hands upon us, O Lord, yea, the work of our hands, establish thou it. Amen.
So mote it be. Brethren, you will join in singing the O God, our help in ages past. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home. Under the shadow of thy throne, thy saints have dwelt secure. Sufficient is thine arm alone, and our defense is sure. Before the hills in order stood, or earth received her fame. From everlasting thou art God, to endless years the same. 1,000 ages in thy sight are like an evening gone, short as the watch that ends the night before the rising sun. Time like an ever-rolling stream bears all its sons away. They fly forgotten as a dream dies at the opening day. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come. Be thou our guide while life shall last, and our eternal home. Amen. Brother Grand Marshal, present the Grandmaster to be installed.
Most worshipful installing Grand Master, it's my honor to hereby present to you, right worshipful brother John A. Bridegroom, duly elected and ready to be installed and proclaimed Grand Master of Masons in Indiana.
I will call for the first lesson.
In that night did God appear unto Solomon and said unto him, Ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said unto God, Thou hast showed great mercy unto David my father, and hast made me reign in his stead. Now, O Lord God, let thy promise unto David my father be established, for thou hast made me king over a people like the dust of the earth in multitude. Give me now wisdom and knowledge, that I might go out and come in before the people. For who can judge this thy people that is so great?
Right worshipful brother, by the voice of your brethren, you have been selected to occupy the highest and most exalted position in Freemasonry, an office which carries with it the power and authority to govern the craft without dictation or pressure from any source. By immemorial usage and the irrevocable landmarks of Masonry, you are invested as Grandmaster of Masons with powers and prerogatives well nigh absolute. Yet, this office carries with it tremendous responsibilities. In the volume of sacred law it is written, Unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him will they ask the more. Thus, you will not only rule and govern, but you must be the servant of all. Upon your shoulders will rest the grave responsibility of seeing that peace and harmony prevail at all times, that the ancient landmarks, customs, and usages of the craft are carefully preserved, that no innovations are allowed to interrupt the peace and good fellowship which must prevail in the fraternity, if it is to continue to command the trust and respect of all men everywhere. From our knowledge of your zeal and ability, we feel confident that you will discharge the duties of this important station in such a manner as will greatly redound to you your own honor, as well as to the goodwill and prosperity of the craft which you are now to govern. It now but remains for you to be clothed with the insignia of your rank and authority. The genuine pleasure, therefore, we invest you with the jewel of your office, the square and compass, whose symbolic meaning will have new and striking significance to you. And now, most worshipful sir, permit me to conduct you to your chair, where you will assume the gavel of authority and enter upon the discharge of those important duties which now devolve upon you, and may the Father of light, life, and love invest you with his choicest gifts. He did that. For the Grand Marshal, you will make proclamation.
under the auspices of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of the ancient and honorable fraternity of free and accepted Masons of the state of Indiana, I hereby proclaim our most worshipful brother, John A. Bridegroom, Grandmaster of Masons in Indiana, on this, the 20th day of May, A.D. 2026, A.L. 6026, and in the year of sovereignty of this Grand Lodge, the 209th.
Most worshipful Grand Master, behold your Grand Lodge. Brethren, behold your Grand Master. Join me in honoring him with grand honors, 3 times 3, taking your cue from me. You're in charge now. Would you like me to continue?
Most worshipful brother installing officer, please continue.
Brethren, join me in singing the installation ode. There we go. Lord, our Grand Master, bless with health and happiness, so mote it be. May we our laws defend, our power for good extend. Our Grand Master, guide and friend, so mote it be. May wisdom from on high bind fast our mystic ties, so mote it be. May we united stand and join through the land. So mote it be. Strength and will our eastern throne to fill, so mote it be. God's shield o'er him be casted, as years and peace past, so long as life shall last, so mote it be. That was painful.
He's going to have to appoint a choir committee.
When I seen him down here, I knew we were in trouble. It's okay. Next time we'll leave the grand organist up there. We'll install him from. May I have the reading of the second lesson?
And Solomon determined to build a house for the name of the Lord, and a house for his kingdom. And Solomon told out 70,000 men to bear burdens, and 80,000 to hew in the mountains, and 3,600 to oversee the work. And Solomon sent to Hiram, king of Tyre, saying, As thou hast dealt with David my father, and didst send him cedar to build him a house to dwell within, even so dwell with me. Behold, I build a house to the name of the Lord my God.
Would you like to, Deputy Grandmaster?
Most worshipful installing Grand Master, I present Right Worshipful Brother Stephen A. Bates, duly prepared to be installed as Deputy Grand Master.
Right worshipful brother, the station to which you have been called by your brethren is one of high dignity and importance. In the absence of the Grandmaster, you are to exercise his prerogatives and preside over the Grand Lodge. In his presence, you are to assist and support him in all endeavors. But while your powers and privileges are thus extensive, remember that they bring with them a corresponding share of responsibility. Let the Constitution, laws, and landmarks of our craft be your constant study, that you may be the better enabled to assist in preserving them inviolate, and yet ready to exercise and function of that more exalted station to which you may be called. The jewel of your office is the square. It is used to square your actions by the square of virtue. Receive it and take your seat on the right of the most worshipful Grand Master to aid with your counsel and advice. And now the reading of the third lesson.
And it came to pass, when Hiram heard the words of Solomon, that he rejoiced greatly, and said, Blessed be the Lord this day, which hath given unto David a wise son over this great people. And Hiram sent to Solomon, saying, I have considered the things which thou hast sent to me, and I will do all thy desire concerning timber of cedar, and concerning timber of fir.
Next.
Most worshipful installing Grand Master, it is my pleasure to present Right Worshipful Brother Jerry B. Maple, prepared to be installed as Senior Grand Warden.
Right worshipful brother, as King Hiram of Tyre came to the support of Solomon in his great and important undertaking, so are you called to stand as a pillar of strength in this Grand Lodge. In supporting the Grand Master, you are charged to exemplify strength of mind and of purpose, strength of heart and of character. In the absence of your superiors, you are to govern the craft. In their presence, you will aid and uphold them. We firmly rely on your attachment to the principles of Freemasonry for a faithful discharge of the duties committed to you in your present station, and in preparation a post of greater service. The jewel of your office is the level. A reminder of equality. It is used to lay horizontals. Receive it and take your station, being careful to look well to the west. And now the fourth lesson.
And King Solomon sent and fetched Hiram out of Tyre. He was a widow's son of the tribe of Naphtali, and his father was a man of Tyre, a worker in brass. And he was filled with wisdom and understanding and cunning to all works in brass. And he came to King Solomon and wrought all his work. Most worshipful and installing Grand Master, I now present our worshipful brother, we'll get it right, David E. Westmeyer, who has been duly elected Junior Grand Warden and is now prepared for installation.
Worshipful brother, as Hiram the builder was called out of Tyre to beautify and adorn the temple with his cunning workmanship, so do we charge you to hold before your brethren the pillar of beauty, that beauty of harmony and holiness, that beauty of rectitude and integrity which adorns the spiritual temple we seek to erect within the hearts of men. The prosperity of the institution ought never to suffer for want of leaders both skilled and trusty. You, therefore, see the necessity of preparing yourself for the high responsibilities that may devolve upon you. The jewel of your office is the plum. Which teaches rectitude of conduct. Its use is to try perpendiculars. Receive it and take your station. Be careful to look well to the south. Most worshipful Grandmaster, we have a little bit of a dilemma. Well, I got to install the Grand Treasurer and the Grand Secretary.
Aren't they self-installing by now?
I would think so, wouldn't you?
I would think.
Okay. But I would be honored if, since I was elected as the Grand Secretary, if you would be so kind as to, sorry?
Most worshipful brother, I am a problem solver, so I would be happy to come down and install the two of you if that's what you'd like.
Thank you.
Most worshipful actual Grand Master. That's who he is. It is indeed my pleasure to once again present most worshipful brother Kenneth Willis and most worshipful brother Richard J. Ellman, who have been duly elected Grand Treasurer and Grand Secretary of this Grand Lodge, are now prepared for installation.
My opportunity to return the favor. Right Worshipful Grand Treasurer, the office to which you have been elected embraces a trust of great responsibility. That you have been called to administer in its evidence of the high opinion we entertain of your prudence and your fidelity. Let it be your constant care not to forfeit the least of that confidence. The crossed keys that are forming the jewel of your office have a twofold significance. They are instruments to bind as well as to loose, to make fast as well as to open. I am confident that you will use them only to further the great work of our institution as your brethren may direct and as our rules and regulations may provide. Right Worshipful Grand Secretary, your office, in many respects, is the most important in the Grand Lodge, excepting only that of the Grand Master. Placed in a position where you are in almost constant contact with our Masonic brethren at home and abroad, upon you devolves in a large degree the good name and prestige of the fraternity in this jurisdiction. Let your carriage be marked with that discretion, which will at once reflect credit upon the body which you represent. In investing you with your official jewel, the crossed quills, I am persuaded that they will write an enduring record to the honor of the craft so largely dependent upon your experience and ability. Brother Grand Marshal, you will conduct them to their stations. Except for him, bring him right over here. It's pretty cool, actually.
I know, wasn't it? Chaplain and Marshal. Chaplain and Marshal. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a second. Nope, that's all right. That's what it says. That's what it says here.
Chaplain and Marshal.
Yep.
Okay, most worshipful and solemn Grand Master, I now present to you worshipful Brother Thomas D. Johnson, who has been selected as Grand Chaplain, and worshipful Brother Luke T. Reed, who has been selected as Grand Marshal for the Masonic.
Worshipful Grand Chaplain, it will be your duty to conduct the devotional exercises at our communications and to perform all sacred functions at our public ceremonies. In all its ceremonies and rituals, Freemasonry inculcates a high veneration for religion and acknowledges our entire dependence upon the supporting hand of deity. The Holy Bible, that great light in Masonry, we entrust to your care, and while you teach its holy precepts to your brethren, may your own deportment afford the best example of their vital importance. Worshipful Brother Grand Marshal, it is your duty to issue proclamations, to arrange all processions of the Grand Lodge, to preserve order according to the forms prescribed, to be ever attentive to the commands of the Grandmaster, and always near at hand to see them duly executed. Skill and precision are especially necessary to the faithful discharge of these assignments. Worshipful brethren, receive these jewels as emblem of your authority and enter upon the duties of your various offices. Yeah. Lecture. Yeah, all three of them.
Okay, most worshipful Stalling Grand Master, I hereby present to you, ready for installation, Dennis R. Davis as Grand Lecturer, Frederick L. Lucabaugh as Assistant Grand Lecturer, and Greg A. Huber as Assistant Grand Lecturer.
Worshipful Grand Lecturer and Worshipful Assistant Grand Lecturers, it will be your duty to instruct the craft, to communicate light, to preserve our ritual and traditions, to stand guard that the ancient landmarks be not removed nor infringed upon. Let your special object, then, to see that the glory, honor, and reputation of the institution may be firmly established, and the world at large convinced of your good effects. Worshipful brethren, receive these jewels as emblem of your authority and enter upon the duties of your office. Deacons and stewards. Deacons and stewards. The chaplain's last. Or wardens, yeah. Stewards. Yeah.
Okay, most worshipful installing Grandmasters, it would be my pleasure to present to you, worshipful brother David J. Hostler, who has been selected senior Grand Deacon. Worshipful brother Timothy L. Lawson, who has been selected as junior Grand Deacon. And worshipful brother James A. Isles II, who has been selected as Grand Steward Tyler for the ensuing year.
Worshipful Senior Grand Deacon and Worshipful Junior Grand Deacon, it is your province to attend upon the Grand Master and wardens, and to act as their proxies in the active duties of the Grand Lodge. To you, with the assistance as may be necessary, is entrusted the introduction of visitors at our communications, and the immediate practice of our rites and ceremonies in Grand Lodge. For the Grand Steward and Tyler, in your post of duty, you will discharge the traditional functions of the Tyler, suffering none to pass nor repass, but such as are duly qualified and have permission from the proper authority. A prompt and faithful performance will render the best evidence of your attachment to the sublime principles of our ancient craft. Worshipful brethren, receive these jewels as emblem of your authority and enter upon the duties of your various offices. Follow him. Yeah, I guess so. That's all we got left. Unless you're ready for lunch. Only during ceremony. You want to introduce him?
Most worshipful installing Grand Master, it's indeed my pleasure to present worshipful brother Jacob A. Lamberson, who has been selected as grand organist for music.
It has been written that music has charms to soothe the savage beast. The works of masonry are barren when it is absent. It supplies cadence for processionals, accompanies the singing voice with harmonious support, and enhances the feeling of ritual by laying a soft, melodious tonal blanket under its more lyric passages. Brother Grand Organist, you are charged to share your time and talents with this Grand Lodge, that the beauties of sound may be blended with the poetry of language to render its ceremonies moving and memorable. Got a long way to go. Brother Grand Marshal, you will make proclamation.
In the name of and under the auspices of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of the ancient and honorable fraternity of free and accepted Masons of the state of Indiana, I hereby proclaim the officers of the Grand Lodge of Indiana duly and regularly installed this, the 20th day of May, AG 2026, AL 6026, and in the year of sovereignty of this Grand Lodge, the 209th.
Our benediction.
The Lord bless us and keep us. The Lord make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. The Lord lift up his countenance upon us and give us peace this day and evermore. Amen.
So mote it be. Will everyone please rise and join me in singing our national anthem? Most Worshipful Grandmaster, on behalf of your installation team, we thank you for the honor and privilege of installing you and your officers. Thank you, Grandmaster.
Thank you, brother. What you're now hearing is affectionately referred to as the region clap. There are two versions of the region clap, and this is the one you want.
I would now like to, Most Worshipful Grandmaster, is call on your family for the presentation of your Grandmaster's apron. So come on forward.
John, you take your hat off.
Y'all come up.
John, you take your hat off.
Well, come here. I'll put it on you.
That's you, I guess. None of them know who they are.
Come on, Daniel. Grandmaster. Danny Martin. This way, come on. How many Masons does it take to put an apron? I thought you put this on once.
Just before lunch.
How much did you eat for lunch? There you go. Now it's fully closed. Now it's your turn.
Thank you again. I would now call for the presentation of the past Grandmaster's jewel and collar to Most Worshipful Brother Randolph L. Seifel.
Call on Kenny Roy and Gail Kemp.
And I suppose I'll single out Most Worshipful Brother Ken Roy, Most Worshipful Brother Gail Kemp, and other people who are responsible for this. Ken Willis, Bill Reiners. I promise we've done this like 109 times, but.
Y'all wanted to play me when I was Grandmaster, now they don't.
They want nothing to do with you. Yeah, achievement, Christmas. Here, put that in your pocket. Do something, will you?
How many more times can one man talk? I just say, yeah, at least one. Thank you, Dave. I have just a couple of things. Number one, to my most worshipful brother, John, my Grandmaster, I wish you well. You have my absolute full support and admiration, and I am very proud of you, and it's been a pleasure serving in this Grand Lodge line with you, and I have nothing but high hopes for the future of Freemasonry, and to all the Grand Lodge officers and new Grand Lodge officers that were installed today. God bless you, and thank you for your dedication to this craft. It's been an absolute pleasure. And to our First Lady of Indiana, Tammy, my First Lady, and I wish you well and happiness and health and safety and fun, and enjoy your time as First Lady, as we know you're going to do a fabulous, fabulous job. The only other thing I would like to say is you cannot do this journey alone. And I have been blessed with a wife and partner who has been extremely supportive of my travels and my shenanigans and my general way I live my life and the craziness that I bring her into. But this year, I couldn't have asked for anything more out of a wife and a partner and a friend and a First Lady. Her efforts for raising funds for her companion pets at the Masonic home has just been phenomenal to watch her in action. She hasn't missed but one rededication, only one event. She's been there with me through the tears, through the fun, through the travel. She doesn't like green beans. And that's never going to change, and that's okay. I just received my past Grandmaster jewel, but my First Lady, you are the jewel of my life. And I love you. And and we have a little joke that we often say at events from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the one with Jim Carrey, and she will look at me and say, I was told there would be a check. But we have some beautiful flowers for you, and if I can walk around, I've got a little gift, some jewels for my jewel. Thank you. Brother Grand Steward and Tyler, present the torch of light and wisdom. Most worshipful brother, we are often admonished that it is necessary that as some lead, others must follow. The brethren of this great fraternity have elected you to the highest office. and for a time they will look to you for leadership. Since the early beginnings of the craft, the mantle of leadership has been passed from one Grandmaster to the next in an unbroken line of succession. You are now part of this chain of union in the enduring heritage of Freemasonry. Most worshipful Grandmaster, would you please join me at the podium? Most worshipful Grandmaster, this torch symbolic of the light of Freemasonry and styled after the bicentennial torch of Indiana is now passed from my care to yours. It is emblematic of the guiding light which you must be for all of our brethren, and it should be your constant care to keep its flames, the tenets of Freemasonry, burning in their hearts. Take it with a just hand, and let it illuminate your path as Grandmaster of the Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of the state of Indiana, and all the brethren of this Grand Lodge. Finally, Grandmaster, as we leave this sacred retreat, to you and all brethren, be ye all of one mind, live in peace, and may the God of peace and the love of light dwell in all of us until we meet again. Godspeed.
Well, all right. Everyone, please thank you for being here. I'm gonna jump right into some introductions to my family, which are here, before I go into some remarks. But before I'll do that first, actually. So I've got quite a few family members who've come out here to be with me, and I'm so grateful that they're here. I've got my grandfather, John Kukuk, and his lady Marilyn. My father, Mike Bridegroom, and my mom, Patricia. My youngest daughter, Phoenix Bridegroom. My eldest daughter, Diva Bridegroom, and her boyfriend, Jonathan. Thank you guys for being here. It means so much that you were here for this moment for me, and I know some of you had to work things around to be here, so it's just thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm going to call on most worshipful brother Gail Kemp, because he has a couple of presentations, I believe. No, you don't? No? Okay. I thought you had asked me yesterday to make a couple of presentations today. That's for another time. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Mindless understanding. Okay. Are there any other presentations to be given at this time? Yes.
Most worshipful Grandmaster, the brethren of New Jersey go to no expense to, go to great expense to bring you a gift, and this is from their senior Grand Warden, Bernard Maggi, who was here earlier but had to leave. So Grandmaster, he asked me to present this on his behalf. And here's this fine carrying case too.
It's a beautiful necktie. Very nice. And it looks like a little gift from my lady as well, which I'll share with you when we finally have an opportunity to hang out again together.
366.
Yeah. I'll put that back in there.
See, there you go. Doesn't he look good with that bag?
Most worshipful Brother John, illustrious sir, the nobles of Aurak Shrine are humbled and pleased to present you with your Grandmaster's fez for Aurak.
Illustrious sir, thank you so much. My time and involvement with Aurak Shrine has been some of the most rewarding I've had in my Masonic journey. I'm a proud past potentate there, and you're doing a fantastic job, and thank you for recognizing this for me. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. One last very important duty before I make my remarks is probably to introduce my lovely lady, because almost messed that up. She wasn't in the line that I was looking at. So my lovely lady, Tammy Bridegroom, who has been by my side through all of this, and I can't thank you enough for putting up with me, calming me down, and setting me straight on basically every occasion. So thank you. First of all, I want to thank you all again for being here. I really appreciate you coming out and being a part of this. After I make my remarks, if you would be so kind as to join us across the hall, we're going to have a very brief and very informal reception over there, just as an opportunity for all of the Grandmaster officers to have an opportunity to thank you for being here in person. In times like this, I think that it's important to begin with gratitude. And the craft has given me the greatest honor of my life in electing me as the 175th Grandmaster of the Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of the state of Indiana. My promise to you is that I will serve this august body to the utmost of my ability. The only thing that I ask is that God grant me the strength to make sure to the task. There's several brethren here who have traveled a long ways, and I'm grateful that you were here to share this time with me. Several brethren from several states who I've had the privilege to meet in my extensive travels throughout the craft, and Freemasonry is a worldwide brotherhood. But to discover that, you have to travel, and you have to meet incredible brethren such as this. Thank you very much for being here this afternoon. I'm grateful for my lodge, Prologue 137, which gave me an environment in which to properly discover freedoms. I'm grateful to most worshipful brother William B. Blassingame, God rest his soul, and his lady Diana, the only other brother from my lodge to ascend to this station. I owe so much to my mentors. My grandfather, John H. Tubman. He was the first person to show me what it meant to be a good Freemason. Your guidance, your advice, you've opened doors for me that have changed my life. I'm here now because of you. Lawrence D. Kaminsky and his lady Janet. Larry was advice. And he was the first person to really help me understand that all you have to do is do the work. If you do the work, the rest of it will come. And there's several other brothers who have been just a shining example of the kind of Mason that I wanted to be. Daniel Martin and his lady Teresa, Charles D. Wood and his lady Paula, Robert F. Piper and his lady Sandy. You guys have just been an inspiration to me and have shown me the level that I need to live up to. And I thank each of you guys for what you've done with me over time. And then there's Richard J. Allen. The debt that I owe you is the highest. Your support for me, your guidance, your advice over the years has just been immeasurable. You and your lady Shelley have become family to us, and I could not have accomplished a fraction of what I've accomplished in this retreat without you. We love you guys, and thank you for all that you've done. And there's a thought that I want to share with you. I remember the day that I knelt for the first time at the altar and took the obligation of benediction Christ. I remember so clearly the excitement and the sense of wonder that I had on that day. And now, 22 years later, I want you to know that there is a great secret in Freemasonry. There's a great secret in our craft that's woven into our ritual, that's woven into our fellowship, that's woven into our principles. But that secret cannot be told to you. It can only be discovered by living the principles of this fraternity, by utilizing the working tools, by utilizing the tenets of this fraternity. I'm also grateful for my family. My mom and dad, you guys have just been such a fantastic support for me. Sharing this fraternity with my father has been an incredibly special experience. To my wife and children, the sacrifices that you guys have made have been incalculable. The things that you have given up so that I can stand here today. And to my wife, Tammy. It's not always been roses, I know. But your support has been unwavering, even in the hardest times. And I only hope that through all of it, it has made me a better person so that I can be better for you. All that I can offer is my undying love and my gratitude for you to be willing to spend the rest of your life. My brothers, Freemasonry offers us something incredible. The world is crying out for morality, for civility, for philosophy, and for benevolence. But Freemasonry wasn't built to change the world. Freemasonry was built to change you. This is a personal journey where we strive to become those things. You see, Freemasonry builds the man if you let bread, and then the man goes out and builds the world a better world. I want to close by sharing with you a short video that I hope will speak to this personal journey and this personal responsibility that we have as Freemasons. My brothers, we belong to something legendary. Let us build something better together. And then when someone says to you, "Are you a Freemason?" you can look them in the eye and say, "I am."
There's no better feeling than being a part of something meaningful, of living a life full of purpose. Perhaps it's time to ask yourself, are you serving something bigger than yourself?
I am.
Are you lifting up your fellow man?
I am.
Are you working to better yourself?
I am.
Are you making a difference?
I am.
Are you leading the way?
That ring. Are you a Freemason?
I am. Are you?
It requires better men to build a better future. Those men can say, I am a Freemason. It has a nice ring to it. Visit IndianaFreemasons.com to learn more today. Be a part of something legendary.
I am.
Are you leading the way?
That ring. Are you a Freemason?
I am. Are you?
It requires better men to build a better future. Those men can say, I am a Freemason. It has a nice ring to it. Visit IndianaFreemasons.com to learn more today. Be a part of something legendary.
Thank you, brother. I hope that that message resonates with you a little bit. So, Brother Grand Marshal, you will escort the Grand Lodge ladies from the auditorium. and non-members to please retire to the lounge in the ballroom, where we'll be happy to greet you in just a few moments.